Hi, my name is Kevin Smith of National Equipment Dealers. I'm the North Carolina Governmental and Municipal Solid Waste Rep for National Equipment Dealers. We're out here at Coastal Regional Solid Waste Management Association. We've got behind us a Tana E520. This is going to be their third unit that they have purchased. We've had a long-lasting relationship with Coastal Regional. We purchased this unit with these folks back in January, commissioned it back in that time as well, and they've been running ever since. They are now going to be purchasing their fourth and retiring their oldest unit. There's also going to be another E520.
How you doing? My name's John Keith. I work for Coastal Regional Solid Waste. I'm the master mechanic up here at Tuscarora Landfill. I've been here about 7 years, but I've been doing heavy equipment for about 52 years. If you guys want to learn something about Tanas, get a hold of me. I've had the ins and outs, the ups and downs, and everything that can and possibly never goes wrong with these machines. They compact the best. They're the best on the operators. They're easy to service. I would say in the last 6 years, we've probably had about a 97% uptime with these machines, plus 50 gallons a day less per machine in fuel.
Coastal Regional has been a great partnership with us. They've allowed us to bring other municipalities and other counties and also other states such as Florida, Georgia, and also South Carolina to their landfill to show other landfills around our area how proficient they are with their operations. With the Tana compactor, they've grown their compaction rate almost twice as much as they had beforehand.
Well, we first ran into Tanas. We were having some trouble with our previous compactors, and I actually went down on the internet and I typed in what's the best compactor in the world, and the Tana E520 came up. And so I thought, yeah, that's kind of a weird looking machine. Let's have a look at it. And so we called them up and had them give us a demo. When they gave us a demo, they flew us to New York. We all got back in the truck, looked at each other, and said, this is the future of compaction. I don't know what we're doing with these other things. So anyway, I talked to my boss quite a little bit, got him to buy one, and it worked out so well. We knew a hurricane was coming, talked into him hard again, got number 2. We have never looked back. We're on number 3, and number 4 is ordered. Price-wise, they're in the same market as everybody else, but you cannot beat them maintenance-wise. Hoses, everything on this machine is easy to service, and I just can't say enough good about them. The worst thing that you ever run into your entire life is they need to be maintained. Everyone thinks because it's big, it's tough, it can just run and run and run. And they've found, and I've proven it, if you go through the regular maintenance, and this Tana will tell you, it'll drive you crazy telling you when it wants something done. But if you'll just do that, they'll run so good you can't believe it. And that's almost with any piece of equipment, truck or anything. Our previous equipment ran at approximately 200 to 220 gallons a day, and we're running 130 to 150 a day in the Tanas, doing the exact same amount of work. So and both of them had Cummins engines, so these are just far more fuel efficient. And actually they have an idle shut off, which we don't hardly use because they never sit. But the engine, it's quieter, it's more comfortable for the operator, and that's another key issue I should have touched on. If you can keep the guy pulling the levers happy, the machine turns out to be a good machine. You know, but if he hates it, you're up against the wall. When the operators first climbed into the machine, I had people climb off it, tell me they're not gonna run it, they couldn't stand it, the back end goes the opposite way as I'm looking. About 2 weeks to the day after everyone ran this machine, I was getting hugs and offers of large quantities of alcohol. First of all, they're super quiet. You can see all the way around it, and they have a backup camera, which of course most equipment does. But the visibility and the temperature control and the ride is just 10 times better than anything they've ever had. They don't have to turn around to look. They can just look where they're going. They love it. And the ride, and it flattens out as you can see, our landfill, we don't go over this. This is all done by the Tanas. They level far greater than any of the other ones because you don't have the twisted and hoppy horse, you know, oscillation of everything. Everything stays flat. If it isn't crushed down, it's gonna run over and smash it flat, so it'll work. I wouldn't touch another 4-drum machine. As long as I'm here, we're not going to. Because first of all, these last longer. Second of all, they compact better. And no one believed that till they tried it. We've had it tested every way from the geological flyovers to computer testing, and these are the most compaction you can get. They don't get stuck. They ride better. All the cleats get cleaned with cleat cleaners. The way that they put cutters on all four corners, they keep cables and everything out from trapping in the wheels. When I've had to do maintenance and pull anything apart to look at it, nothing stuffed in there. It's phenomenal. It's a great design. From a maintenance standpoint, you can completely service this machine. That's all four planetaries, change the hydraulic filters and do the engine in 2 hours. Now, maybe I'm going too fast, but if I'm 70 and I'm going too fast, something's wrong with you, okay? Because they're easy to do, simple. Just walk around it, open all four doors, drain the four planetary, take samples, go back around with that strainer. You can pull all one side, all the filters for everything are on one side or in the back. Simple to get. The radiator, another thing that I haven't talked about, the way the hood opens up, you can clean the radiator, plus they have an inner screen you can pull out. We have not nearly the troubles we had before of trying to keep debris out of the radiators, then they overheat, then you're stopping the machine to try to clean it. You don't have that trouble. Yes, the Tana's got to be cleaned, but not nearly as much.
Coastal Regional's been a great partnership as far as servicing goes. They've given us prompt and adequate information when the machine happens to have an issue or when the machine goes down for maintenance.
Okay, let me take you around and show you some of these parts of the machine that's easy to maintain. First of all, if you have to do the planetaries, they're inside these, they're on a hinge. Do the 6 bolts, swings out, okay? There's a plug, a hose is already built inside. Drop the hose out, undo it, pull a fill plug, drains out approximately 2 gallons. While that, you can go around, by the time you do all four and come back, this one will be drained. You pump 2 gallons back in it, that one's ready to go. Then we got to go up here to do all the other filters. Air cleaners here, your 2 fuel filters, oil filter, primary and secondary fuel filters. Okay, they change in a matter of seconds. And you can fill the engine back in up here. Your hydraulic filters are all right here. 2 here, 1 in the tank. You can have these changed even when it's hot. You can have it done in 15 minutes. If you ever had to add oil, they have their own ability to take oil in. This usually has a plug on to keep it clean. You set your bucket here, clean oil, set it in the cab, turn it on, fills itself up so you never contaminate it throwing junk in on top like we used to do on all the other stuff. The engine oil drain, it's located here. It's in a recessed plug. Clean the plug out, pop that out. Let the engine oil drain into a suitable container and you're ready to go. And if you ever have to work on the DPF tank, because there is a screen in the bottom of it, we're stuck with it. DPF is here to stay. It's in this compartment right here. You can fill it here, but if you ever have to work on it, it's real easy. You take this plate off. There's only 2 little straps holding it, and you can slide the tank out and get to the filter, and you're done. That's just about every filter on the machine. The relationship I have with NED has been absolutely fantastic. They monitor the machines every single day. Sometimes when I climb up there and look at the board to see if anything showed up, they call me and I say, Jesus, it's 6:15 in the morning. What do you want? And they're on top of it. And if we need anything, they're immediately, we get parts overnight or at least close to 3 days. No matter what anybody else says, they deliver the parts. We've had a couple little issues under warranty that are just, you know, they don't really want me to tear your wiring harness apart or something. NED's right here, fix it. They're prompt, courteous. Can't say enough good about them.